beneath the ice, beneath the pine. An older rhythm keeps the time, drumming the earth, breath in the stone. This northern land is not alone. From tundra bare to cedar line, from prairie gold to granite spine, where northern lights in silence bend and winter never meets its end.
Survival on the Arctic shores is not for the weak. The wind cuts sharper than any blade. The ice shifts without warning, and the water below is colder than death itself. Every sound is sharper, every step a gamble, every breath a reminder that the land and sea here do not forgive mistakes. We're gonna rewind time for a bit. You're a kid again. You don't really understand any of what I've just said, and you don't care to. Your boots crunch against the frozen shoreline, sinking into snow that's harder than it looks. The ice sparkles like crystal, making everything feel shiny and new. Your parents' voices echo behind you, but they're farther away than you thought. Suddenly, something moves beneath the ice. You lean closer, excited. Maybe it's a big fish. But your hands tremble, and your stomach twists for the first time. You hear a playful splash nearby, deliberate and closer than it should be. A sweet voice hums an eerie tune from somewhere below the surface. It's pretty, hypnotic even. You want to run and tell your parents, but you want to know what's making the sound more. That's when it breaks the surface, but only slightly. Not enough to understand it all at once. Her face is almost human. Smooth, pale skin, but with a greenish hue to it, like light filtering through shallow water. Long, dark hair hung in wet, tangled strands along sharp cheekbones. In another place, in another light, someone might try to call her beautiful. But the longer you looked, the more wrong she became. And then there were the eyes. Too wide, too dark. Built to see beneath the ice, where sunlight barely reaches. There's no clear color to them, only a deep, endless charcoal that seems to swallow the light instead of reflect it. The pupils are blown wide, permanently drinking in every flicker of movement. She lifts a hand onto the ice, gracefully, her slender fingers armed with sharp, pointed fingernails. They look delicate at first, almost gentle. But then her hand shifts. Thin membranes stretch between each finger, catching the light like wet silk. Something heavy clinging to her back. Thick fabric soaked dark with seawater. It resembles a parka with a pouch sewn into it. You know this as an amotik, the kind your mother uses to carry you, keeping you close and warm. Her fingers curl slightly, just enough to guide you closer. You lean in. The pouch hangs open, swaying with the tide as though there's space waiting inside. Warm, safe, inviting. You step forward, one foot, then another, drawn in further by her haunting melody to the dark opening of the pouch. And then it closes around you. The wind, the ice, the distant voices of your parents. Everything is gone. Forever. The Qalupalik is patient and almost gentle if you didn't know better. She takes children so time can't take her. This ensures her green skin never fades and her otherworldly hair never grays. She's half human, half sea creature, and while your years stack up behind you, hers disappear. She exists where the land, or ice, meets the water in the most northern parts of Canada. Her presence in Indigenous stories reminds children to stay close, listen to their parents, and respect their elders. She's more than a monster, she's a warning. The ice will not forgive, the tide will not wait, and curiosity out there can be a dangerous thing. But not all tales involving her end in sorrow. There once was a boy who ignored the stories. He believed there was nothing in the water waiting for him. Despite being told to stay away from the shoreline, he went anyway and brought a friend with him. When they reached the water, the Qalupalik was already waiting. She rose from the shallows and snatched the boy before he had a chance to react. His friend ran all the way back to the village to tell everyone what had happened. When his father heard the news, he did not hesitate. He ran to his kayak and set out across the water to search for his son. He paddled for days and nights without rest, pushing through rough seas and drifting ice. Walrus surfaced nearby, and polar bears roamed the edges of the shore, but nothing would halt his search for his only child. When the Snatch Boy awoke, he found himself completely alone. The Qalupalik made him sleep by the shore so she could watch him. Whenever he woke and thought about running, she was there, reminding him that he was no longer free. The Qalupalik knew the father would not give up, no matter how long it took or how dangerous the waters became. And while his father searched desperately, the boy lay quietly on the shore, doing exactly as he was told. In the silence, he wished he had listened. He wished he had never gone near the water without permission. After many long days, the father finally found him. The Qalupalik was away hunting, gathering food to keep the boy alive. Without wasting a moment, his father pulled him into the kayak and paddled away. When they returned to the village, the boy never disobeyed his parents ever again. But those are the fortunate endings. The sea doesn't always give children back. Sometimes there's no struggle, no warning cry, just absence. A child who was there a second ago and gone the next. In some accounts today, hunters talk about movement under the ice that didn't match the current. Shadows that pace them from below as they travel along the coast. Hearing knocking beneath their boots. 3 slow taps. Then silence, as if something was testing the thickness between them and it. So, how do you stop her? The truth is, you don't. There's no special harpoon you can throw to kill her, because people don't hunt the Qalupalik. They avoid her. Some stories say loud noises can drive her deeper into the water. Others say carrying a knife, an ulu, or certain protective items might offer a layer of safety. In older stories, families didn't go out to sea searching for their child. Instead, they left offerings on the shore, hoping she might return them, like a trade. But none of it's universal, and none of it's certain. The only real protection happens before she ever surfaces. Teaching children early never to wander alone, never trust calm water, and never follow a voice coming from the sea. But even when no one is taken, the threat doesn't disappear. The sea remains. The danger isn't removed because she isn't tied to one incident. She's tied to a landscape. And if this feels like something long in the past, it isn't. Along the coast of Nunavut, the warnings still exist. Not as fantasy, but as instruction. Parents still teach their children to read ice before they read books. People still listen when elders say, the water doesn't feel right today. Because the Qalupalik isn't just a creature beneath the surface. She represents what waits there. Water cold enough to steal your breath in seconds. Currents powerful enough to pull you under solid ice. Darkness that swallows sound before anyone can hear you scream. That's why the endings of these stories are rarely good. There's no final battle, no proof laid out on the snow. Even if you believe she's only a story, the conditions that created her are still very real. The shoreline still shifts. The tide still rises. The ice still lies. And that's the part people don't like to be reminded of. The Qalupalik doesn't need to be seen to matter. She doesn't need to win every time. She just needs the edge to exist. So when a child disappears near the ice, when footprints lead to the sea and don't return, when the ice makes a sound that doesn't feel like cracking, remember, some dangers don't chase you. They wait patiently. Next Monday, we look to the skies, to a place where thunder doesn't always mean a storm, and the air itself seems to crackle with warning, because sometimes the danger isn't beneath your feet. It's circling overhead. This has been What Lurks North. Stay safe out there.
Beneath the ice, beneath the pond, we walk their ground, they walk in